Shalom, shalom. Give us a second. Check the feed. If you see it, let me know. I'll make sure. Actually, going slow. Okay, we in now. You should have big remote. Just put it on mute. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, this is the brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kodash. And before we get started with this lesson, we want to give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect out there that's labored on and that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kodash. To you we say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, so pretty much we coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, to just go into some current events, because what we want all you to realize through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah is that everything that you're seeing that's going on in the spirit is all being done by design. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah is setting everything up through the spirit to let you know that this is his design, man. This is his work, because everything you're seeing Esau doing is the pretty much to set the stage to where you're seeing the Lord fulfill his duty, because everything the Lord is doing, he's doing because he's the one that's controlling these things, man. Okay? So we're just gonna hop right into the scriptures. If you got a precept, get where we start at, we're gonna start with.
Real quick, Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Mm-hmm.
No one of these things shall fail, none shall want her mate.
Right, it says seek ye out of the book of the Lord, because in the scriptures it tells you everything that's going to be going on in these times, man. And to know that, real quick, you want to get Sirach 39:1, because everything that is going on in the world is you can filter through the scriptures of the Lord, which is why the Lord says seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. All right, tells you in Revelation 1:3, blessed he that readeth, because the word readeth goes back to know accurately, man. So if you're able to read these scriptures and understand what's being said, this is a blessing unto you, man, because a lot of these people that's out in the world is confused on what's going on, man. You know?
As Sirach 39:1, it reads, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
And what you're going to be occupied in prophecy, man. You know? Go ahead.
And be occupied in prophecies.
The spirit, you know, you're gonna be occupied in prophecies. So if you're giving your mind over to the mind of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, that's your main MO. That's what you're gonna be focused on, man. And that's what you're gonna see, you know, when you look at what's going on in the world, man. Prophecy, man. Because prophecy right now was jumping off the page. When you read these different prophecies in the book of Jeremiah, in the book of Isaiah, in the book of Ezekiel, 2nd Ezra 15:16. On down, all these different prophetic books. These are detailing what's going on in the world right now, man. But the spirit of the Lord has to be dealing with you, man. All right.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. It reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, both prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And it's the times we're in right now. You know, we seeing the wars, the rumors of wars, famines, and evils and pestilences, you know?
Yeah, because every time the Lord, is about to bring out a kingdom, he sends out his prophets to prophesy the downfall of that kingdom. And the time that the Israelites have been here in America is no different. You see the difference between, well, it's not a difference, but the way I say what makes today time different from other times is the Israelites in this society now, they don't have the knowledge to know that prophecy is playing out before their eyes, because back in the ancient world, the Israelites knew they were Israelites. The Israelites knew that the Lord sent the prophecies the prophets out to prophesy the prophecies of the Bible, man. You know? But in this society that we have now, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, has deceived the world into thinking that we're no longer in biblical times, man. They think that modern times, differentiates from what the Bible says, man. All right. So when we're bringing out these words that the scriptures say, they don't want to take heed to what's being said because they think this book is full of myth and fairy tales, man. You know, not knowing that this is a book that had a living spirit inside of it, man. You know, if y'all got something, go ahead and add, bro.
I got that Isaiah 46:10 for you.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 46:10. It reads, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure.
The Lord has declared the end from the beginning. So Babylon's destruction was declared before Babylon was even known to exist, man. So that shows you that this book is a living spirit, because when you got the prophets out here prophesying the things that's happening in the world going on right now, this shows you that the Spirit of the Lord is living right now, that we are worshiping the true living power of the God of the Bible, man. The Lord lives, all right? And this is something that the world does not want to agree with, because they've been doctrinized to think that the thing that you can't see is not real, you know? But that shows you that the science that they have been taught is not real science, because when you go into the word science, it means truth. If you know that precept where it says something about science so-called or falsely called or whatever, Bible try to get that. Because this world has been lying to our people since we came over here into captivity. This is the same system that told you that we are slaves, that we're not nobody special. They don't tell you that you're the children that these scriptures speak of from the book of Genesis all the way to Revelation, that salvation is promised for. You know, they don't tell you that the Most High that he looks like you so-called Negroes and he's coming back to save his people. You know, they're trying to teach you that the Lord done away with the nation of Israel and he opened up salvation unto the whole world. No, that's not true, because all throughout it tells you the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, is a power that does not change. He is the same forever. It says that his name endured forever. Nothing about the Lord has ever changed, going back to the book of Genesis to now, man. You know? You got it?
Okay, this is 1 Timothy 6. I'm sorry, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
It says, laying up and store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called.
He said, commit to thy read it again, Slocky.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust.
Keep that which is committed to thy trust is what? The doctrine, man. Because this is the doctrine of life. Everything that the scriptures to tell of teach you on how to live the proper way according to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. These aren't the ways the world teaches, because the way of the world teach you is the ways of death, man. Think about the way of life that has been taught to you to live as a so-called Negro, Native American, man. They're all the ways of death, man. So us being awakened to the spirit of the Lord again, us being awakened to the scriptures, we have to apply the thing that we have been taught in these scriptures, which were taught to us through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, because that's what the Lord is dealing with out of all these Israelites that's on the planet right now, man. You know, because all these niggas learn from the apostles, man. All right. So one more time, Bible Shai.
Back to let me grab it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 Timothy 6 and verse 20. It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust,
Mm-hmm.
avoiding profane and vain babbling.
Avoiding profane and vain babbling, which is what? The ways of the world. Because the ways of the world don't make no damn sense. When you sit there and try to, apply critical thinking to it, they tell you, hey, good is evil and evil is good. Matter of fact, somebody won't hold that. I think it's in what, Amos or Proverbs, about what is it they call evil good and good evil? Baba Kashan. Because that's the profane and vain babbling. Because profane means what? Outside the temple. And the ways of the world teach you anti-life, man. They tell you a man can be a woman can be a man. That you can decide your own destiny. All these different ways of the world is all vanity, because it's meaningless. Because when you walk outside of the ways of the Bible, the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you're walking into a way of confusion. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Amos. I think this is Amos 9:4. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, hence will I command the sword to slay them, and I will set my eyes upon them for. Oh, so like that's not it.
I got you. I'm looking for it.
I had a quick one though.
Go ahead.
This is a Second Peter because the brother was talking about how pretty much, man, we're gonna escape the evil and the corruption of this world through what, man? Through the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Real quick, 2 Peter 2 and verse 20. For if after they had escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Hamashiach Yahushua, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter ends is worse of them than the beginning. Right, man? That's talking about those that go back into the world, man. But it said, hey, you can escape the world. What's the escape? You can escape the pollutions through what? Through the word, man. That's why it's so important to stay focused on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Not be distracted in these wayward doctrines, man. Because that's the only real escape that we have, man, is through Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Let me add to you right there what you said. This is John 8:32. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Well, it's like the truth shall make you free. Okay? Because like the brother was saying, the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the only thing that will truly make you free from the matrix, man. Because when you learn the truth of the Bible, you learn your purpose. You learn why things are going on like they're going on. You know what's the end result. All right. You know everything you need to learn. All the answers pertain to salvation. All right. And that sets you free from the bondage of this world. Because this world, it blinds you from your purpose because it blinds you by what? Pleasure. All right. It was a quote, a meme that I got sent by one of the elders, which is heavy dealing with the men, because everything in this life it centers around the man. All right. So I'm gonna read this real quick. It says, let me find it real quick. It's like it says, this is a quote from Viktor Frankl. It says, when a man cannot find a deep sense of meaning, he numbs himself with pleasure. But that goes into humanity, period. Because if these people don't know their purpose on earth, they fill that purpose with vanity, man. This is why in Ecclesiastes 1 it tells you that all things in the earth is vanity, man. What vanity means meaningless. And they had to fill that void, where that void is being filled with pleasure. That's why the scripture tell you, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. You know, which is the American society. Dealing with you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, because you don't understand, you know, the purpose of why you're here, the purpose of why you're in Babylon the Great, the reason why the Lord has put you under this devil, the reason why you can't get up in society, why everything you do in this life doesn't prosper. All that is being answered by the truth. And until you learn the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you'll never be set free here in America, man. All right?
You were in a better for the show.
The quote or the description?
The quote.
Yeah, this is from Viktor Frankl. It says, when a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, he numbs himself with pleasure.
That's because they don't got the vision. This is Proverbs 29:18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Hey, so if you don't got the spirit, you know, you're only destined for destruction.
Right, man, because at the end of the day, we understand what our purpose is, man. We understand, hey, what's most important on this earth, man. What's the most important thing that we should be doing? Yep. You know, where we should be devoting most of our time, man. There's no question to what we need to do, man. And it's real quick, man. Ecclesiastes 12 and starting off at verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right, man. Hey, so us understanding that's our entire duty, man. That's our purpose on this earth. Hey, man, there ain't no question. We ain't filling ourselves with the vanities of this world because we understand that. As a matter of fact, when you come into Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we understand that, hey, you're gonna cut off and you're gonna suffer from the things of the flesh, man. Real quick, if I may, jumping back into First Peter's, Second Peter's Salakia. Real quick, if I may, First Peter's 4 and starting off at verse verse. Well, let's start at verse 1. 2 Peter 4:1. For as much then as Hamashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise in the same mind. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. Right, man. So when you giving yourself over from the ways of the world to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, coming out of that darkness, hey, you understand that you coming in this thing to suffer, man. You ain't coming in this place to have no good time, man, to parlay. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get up in the society, man, increase your standing. Nah, man, you coming into this thing to ride out your punishment if somebody want to brute 4 and 6, man. You know, real quick, because, hey, man, this place is supposed to be a punishment unto us, man. You know, this world ain't going in the hell in the handbasket for Jake to be out here thinking shit sweet, man. You know.
4:28.
4 and 6 now.
This is Baruch 4 and 6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh Shem Yahushua to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies."
Right, man. So, hey, that didn't say nothing about, hey, man, Lala and Kiki and this shit, man. You know, it said that we were sold to the enemy, unto our enemies, because we moved Yahweh Shem Yahushua to wrath, man, by not serving under him, man. You know, and it's a heavy precept in Nehemiah 9 and 25, man, about that current cycle that Jake would go into captivity, and then pretty much he prays to the Lord to get him out of it, and then he do the same shit that got him put back in captivity, man. But hey, man, like the brothers went into earlier, hey, man, it's gonna be our last captivity, man, because we coming out of this shit, man. Hey, this is the last captivity of the children of Israel, man. Because like I said earlier, man, this world's going to hell in the handbasket for what, man? So that it could be leveled out and the kingdom can come, man.
Back. Continue on. Verse 7. It says, "For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh Shem Yahushua."
Right, man. Hey, instead of serving the Lord, man. Hey, real quick, Wisdom Solomon 13 and I think it's verse 13. Wisdom Solomon 13 and 13. Hey, instead of serving unto the Lord, man, hey, Jake has completely corrupted himself to serving unto idols, man. Hey, being like wanting to be like the heathen, man. You know, that's why when Esau was screaming out, hey, free peace for the Ukraine, yeah, you simple niggas out there screaming that shit out too, man. Wanting to be like your daddy Esau. Hey, St. John 8 and 44, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Said Wisdom Solomon 13 and 13.
Hey, because that thing for Ukraine was only to bring in the new technocracy.
14.
This is it's like an article, or the title says, "China warns Ukraine crisis could wreck global economic havoc for decades," and that's what we headed into. You know, that's why they coming with these draconian legislations, and they moving on to that what they call it, the fourth industrial revolution. You know.
Yeah, because like I said, it was all a plan of why they're doing everything they're doing. So understand everything that you're seeing going on in the media, it's all a circus. This shit is all for show, man. You know, so this devil has everything, you know, set on the TV screen to be pretty much fool you people out here, man. You had what's the nigga name? Klaus Schwab pretty much say that, you know, this whole war is nothing but a theater of war. And what's the theater known for? It's to put on a play. All right. Okay. William Shakespeare said, "Hey, the war is a stage, and we're all merely players." And understanding that quote in depth, okay, it says that the war is the stage, but who is the director? Baba Gashad, get Daniel's 4 and 17.
Got a quote.
Go ahead.
It's Psalm 64 and 8. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." You know, and they doing that. You know, they had the whole World Economic Forum. You know, where they were just telling themselves like their plans and what they got set for the world. You know, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know?
That's right.
It says, "All that see them shall flee away," and through the Spirit we can see what's going on. You know, but as well as these so-called truthers. You know?
Yeah, hey, that's why the scriptures also say the prudent man hideth himself.
Yeah.
So we fleeing away from this devil, man, and we come and return unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that we don't take parts in the things that he got going on. You got it back.
Yeah. To land back off what y'all saying, you got with that 2 Corinthians 2:11. It said we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Because us understanding the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we understand that everything is being done for a reason. This whole reason for the war in Ukraine, as the brother was getting into, was so that they can crash the economy to bring in this new digital system, man. You know, because when you seeing what's being done, under the guise of the media. Okay, when Russia first invaded Ukraine, it came out. I think it was like a few days after Russia invaded. Ukraine became the first country in the world to implement the digital system as became the first country to utilize the digital currency as being an official currency. Mm-hmm. And then behind that, everybody else started to follow suit. And even here in America, one of the brothers had mentioned about, I always forget what state it was. I don't know if it was either Arkansas or Alabama. Arkansas, that became the first state that's going to pretty much rule to pretty much use the digital currency in that state, man. So it's all a domino effect to pretty much show why this is happening. This is why it was mentioned. Everything is a theater of war. Everything is done by design just to fool you. And no reason, when you look at it, they got to have the distraction out here. That's why the elites put what? Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock as being a distraction for niggas. So boy, niggas not seeing what's happening behind the scenes, man. Right. You know?
Behind the scenes, they got the Hunter Biden being exposed on the basis of pretty much having secret backdoor deals with Ukraine and shit like that. That through his pops, he was they had set up what was that shit called?
Yeah.
They was in a foundation that sent money to the Ukraine to create a bioweapon, man. Mm-hmm. You know? So, hey, that was found on your boy Hunter Biden's laptop, man. They got exposed a lot along with CP and a lot of other stuff, man. You know? And I forgot, and you know, hey, you brothers, you know, you can look this up right now. I forgot, I think his name is Matthew Garcia. He brought this out. And they had it on YouTube for a second, but you can't find it on YouTube. You have to like scour the internet to find it. Was actually a meeting at the Senate the day before the whole Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock thing went off, man. You know, so that's this devil using his subtlety to put these distractions in front of you, man. But if I may, I'll get this quick precept. 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not. Right, man. So, like, while all this heavy shit going on, man, like, because this has been a heavy from the beginning of the year, man, through the Passover, shit just been picking up. Yeah. You know? Hey, this whole year has been, like, pretty fucking heavy, man. So, here it is. You got all this shit popping off, and all people talking about, all you see on the news is Chris Rock, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Will Smith. Like, motherfucker, then they throw it on the low. Yeah, there's gonna be a famine. There's gonna be price hikes for food. Yeah, there's gonna be starvation out here. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse. Don't worry about it. It's just gonna get worse. But hey, the Americans don't panic.
Yeah. You had Joey B come out talking about some the food shortages. Yeah, they're about to get real. Like he said that shit out of his mouth. You can go and look it up on record. He said the food shortages are about to get real, which means what? They're ready to starve out you Americans because you niggas is too fat anyway, man. You goddamn Americans can't go 30 minutes without eating, man. So they're ready to pretty much break down this economy so they can bring in this new world order, man. Which is why they're doing what they're doing, because what you had pretty much happened was when Russia first invaded Ukraine, all right, you had Biden come out on record and say that sanctions that we put on Russia, you know, they did that to stop Russia from invading Ukraine. Now, it's been almost a month, if not longer, since Ukraine has been invaded by Russia. And they asked them, they said, why are we still sanctioning Russia after they've already invaded Ukraine? And he came out and said that I never told you that was the reason why we invaded Ukraine, you know? Because the true reason why the sanctions have been put on Russia was because they want to stop up the trading system that the world has going on, as far as, because they know that Russia and Ukraine is the main bread baskets for grain and wheat. All right, and in doing so, that disrupts a lot of these countries from making their money, which is why they want to do away with the petrodollar, and that's why you have Putin make the rubles, you know, pretty much the main source of income now. So once every country they dump the petrodollar, that's going to be, you know, damage to the pretty much the money system that we have right now, which is going to make them declare war on Russia, because that's going to make America bankrupt. The only way for America to pretty much get back in the green lights, for to say, is for them to declare war on Russia, man. You know, which is going to what? Implement that new world currency, man, which is that digital blockchain, man.
Right. And through these signs, man, we understand what? That we at the latter times, man. Real quick, Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, man. We've been hearing wars and rumors of wars, and for the last even 10 years before I was even in the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was talk about the draft. I think it was all the way back in 2000. I want to say about 2013 or so. 2012. It was talks about the I forget what was over, but it was a heat up in Iran. It's been pretty much been heats up and cool down, heats up, cool down. But really, it don't really cool down, man. It's stay hot, but the media just quits reporting on it, man.
Right. Yeah.
You know. But let me keep it going. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, man. So here it is, man. You got a nation rising up against nation. Hey, everybody picking sides, man. You know, you got a NATO, these European, a few of these European nations with America and Israel. Then you got all these other nations, man, like China, Iran. Which, hey, man, we know eventually, everybody just comes pretty much turn on America at the end game, man. So really, that's why we don't bug out over the fact that, because we know certain things got to come to pass for this place to be completely destroyed, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all these things are the beginning of sorrows, right, man? Because we understand, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. Because man, you people, man, you haven't really experienced true sorrows, man. Nah. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? People think shit just get bad as a Call of Duty game, man. Nah, you finna see this. You finna live Call of Duty, man.
See, the main issue that the American public don't realize is the thing that you're seeing happening to these countries across the world. These American citizens don't ever think that these things can happen to the shores of America. You had Tucker Carlson pretty much go out on TV and mention of the severity of the sanction, how they're going to affect America, and he pretty much said that, man, these sanctions are going to make it to where, these food shortages are going to severely affect the American population, because the American population has never had to face a true food shortage, a gas shortage. So these Americans are going to have to experience hyperinflation for the realness of how that is, man, because these jobs that these American people have work, they don't really understand. Yo, working on minimum wage, or you depending on fucking unemployment or whatever. If this hyperinflation truly ramp up, because things are high, but this is still nothing to the American society, man. All right.
Hey, key thing is when the government shut down, man, with DJ Trump, man, you had man, you Israelite women, man, you wasn't proud of that day, man. You know, you was begging Papa Trump to start, open the government back up, start giving you back your food stamps. You know, a lot of y'all, when I forgot what it's called, the moratorium ended, man, a lot of you people found yourselves homeless, man.
Exactly.
You know, you thought that, a lot of Jakes was waiting on that last stimulus check that Esau kept promising he was gonna send out.
And never brought it out.
Never brought it out.
Never brought it out.
So you had all these major, you had all these major news outlets talking about, we got one more stimulus check coming. Oh, it'll be here in months. It's coming. It's on the way. Help's on the way. It's coming for an American citizen. It never came. So if that didn't get your mind, damn, I can't trust these people. Nothing will.
You know, and I got a precept for you. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Right, man. Because once you at the end times, man, that's how we know we ain't completely at the end. It's at the end, things gonna be cheap, man. So man, once you got the CHIP in your body, man, and everything cheap in the global economy, it's booming, man. This new world order is popping, on and popping. You know what I'm saying? People gonna think that shit's sweet, man.
They thinking that now.
Right.
Because they're thinking that now because, once again, I'm going to say you Americans haven't officially seen, we haven't seen, and I'll say we in that shit too, because we haven't really seen shit get bad yet. Yeah, we seeing gas being The highest we've seen so far in right now is 420. All right. Imagine, we're here in North Carolina, man. Imagine gas being $5, $6, $7, $8 a gallon. Steak being $100-something a pound. We haven't really seen things. So what we're seeing is we think we're in good case now, but the thing about it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, because things haven't really got bad yet. We're seeing things get bad now, not realizing that shit is gonna get worse than this. And I'm saying we because we're still having to be in this, but the difference between us, Lord willing, and you fucking niggas out here, and you heathen, is that the Lord's gonna take care of us, man. All right? These motherfuckers out here still thinking shit is sweet. Because here it is that you got gas prices rising, you got fucking food rising and supplies, and we got a shortage of all these supplies as well. You still got niggas jet setting, buying all these fucking fashion, these fucking they spending $500-$600 on shoes, clothes, stupid shit. When you should be, if you was privy to what's going on, you will be thinking about fucking surviving. These niggas ain't really thinking about that because shit's still sweet. So when it comes to a times where, like I said, man, you can't afford your daily necessities, then you're gonna realize that, man, and this is the time of the end. And Jake still thinks shit's sweet right now, man. Esau is the only one that's really seeing what it is. This is why you're seeing Edomites buying up all the food, they buying up all the bullets, they buying doomsday bunkers. Because they can see their kingdom is falling before them. These niggas, these fucking devils don't trust the government no more. It's only you dumbass niggas that still thinking shit sweet, man. Y'all got what y'all got, man.
God. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Right, man. These are the days of your youth, man. Whenever you hear this truth, man, hey, that's the days of your youth, man. That's where you start, hey, the earlier, the sooner the better, man. So if you just hearing this word at 50, man, hey, them the days of your youth, man. Whenever the words of the Lord touch your ear, man.
That's something.
While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right, that's what the Lord finna say to you niggas, man. I have no pleasure in you, nigga. Hey, here it is, man. You was out here bullshitting, PPP scamming and all this shit, man. And thinking everything was gonna be sweet till the end. Until, hey, man, pretty much until, hey, Esau shut this thing down. And Esau give you that ultimatum. Hey, it's me or the Lord, man.
And that's really what it's coming down to. This is why you're seeing them doing what they're doing. They're doing away with all free will. This is why you're seeing what? The Great Reset. Klaus Schwab said the Great Reset is what? You're gonna lose everything and love it. You're not gonna own shit. The society that we're entering into, they want to track everything to the point to where they say they have a CO2 calculator. You know how much CO2 is emitted through your day-to-day? CO2 is emitted when you breathe, when you eat, when you shit, when you move. They want to have a CO2 calculator to where you have a certain amount of CO2 to where if your CO2 exceeds a certain amount, they're going to cut you off for the fucking day or week, however long Esau decides to know what he wants to do.
He want to start taxing you. Here it is. He want to start taxing individuals, but then you got these companies emitting that shit in the air, destroying whole ecosystems, cutting down trees and shit, which soaks up CO2. And then, but then he want to tax you. He want to get him a tax break, and he want to tax the individual to keep you what? A continual slave.
Because this is the devil. This is the devil we're speaking of. Get Joel 9:24 real quick, man. Look at this is the devil because this devil wants to be in control of everything. All right. The whole Second Thessalonians 2 and I think 4, 3 or 4. But go ahead.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Because this is what we're seeing taking place, all to teach the elect, Lord willing, we be of that number, to see what true righteous, what true wickedness looks like, so we can appreciate the righteousness that the Lord is about to show us. Because this devil is showing us all out of how much of a devil he is, man. It's about to be I've been saying this since I came to the truth. I came to the truth in 2014. They're gonna make being a straight heterosexual man a sin soon comes, man. And you can see this is what they're doing. You literally had Disney come out, Disney being one of the main progenitors of child development, say that they want to make over 50% of the characters fucking lesbian and homosexual, man. This alphabet shit is being shoved down your fucking throat, man. Then you gonna have these niggas talk about there's no such thing as a parent. There's no such thing as children. The government controls what your children learn, man. So you can teach your children whatever the fuck you want to learn or what you want to teach them. They go on to school and they can have a whole secret life being a fucking faggot, and you have no control over that, man. All right, this is the world we're living in, man. Because the Lord said the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. But go ahead, bro.
That go back to what you were saying with like basically almost like digital slavery.
Yeah,
you know, because like we it also showed up we still under the curses because at first it was like literal and physical slavery. Now it's like said the worst slave is the one that don't know that he is
he's free.
Con.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
Because they still controlling the masses through their media, which is like that witchcraft.
Because that's the worst type of slavery. Because Esau, he figured out he didn't have to put the chains on our neck no more. So chattel slavery disappeared when they figured out they could make you a perpetual slave through debt, through lies, through their witchcraft. So they didn't have to physically beat the whip on your back no more. As long as they enslave your mind, your body gonna follow. Because this is why this society is known as the valley of the shadow of death. Because this fucking society promotes death in every single angle, which is why you use the scriptures to know how to walk through this motherfucker, man. If it's not for the Lord, we will get each and every one of us to be caught up in some web that this society has put up. This is why the scriptures tell you, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear no evil or see no evil. It's like I forget how it's worded. But at the end of the day, the Lord gave us the blueprint on how to walk so we can avoid the pitfalls of this fucking kingdom, man. We are living in a worst case scenario. You eating food that's poison. You drinking water that's poison. You going out breathing the air is poison. Your children are being raised up to be fucking faggots, demons. Your woman is against you, and you can't even be a man in society. How the fuck is this life, man? Okay? This is a straight up satanic prison house, man. All right? So if you had sense, you would know Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest, because it will pollute you. It will pollute you with a sword of destruction, man. Roughly paraphrasing, this is hell for a person trying to live a righteous lifestyle, man. Which is why we have to get the fuck out of here. Which is why we need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And for all you Israelites that's wanting to live in this society, hey, Shalak Rayam to you niggas. Now I hope you die a horrible death, because this shit is not life, man. Go ahead, bro.
Got a quick one. You have something?
Yeah, real quick. St. John 17:14. If I give them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of this world, even as I am not of this world. Right, man? Because, hey, man, we don't subscribe to the shit of this world. So we've noticed the social structure and the societal integrity break down in this world, man. But hey, man, you see the men of great millstone, man, the true believers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, there isn't no change, man. And the only reason there is no change is why? Because there's no change in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, man, he stands firm like a mountain, man. So hey, and because we are under him, hey, we hide ourselves under him, man. So whatever he say, hey, that's where it goes. But I'm gonna keep going. I pray not that thou shouldst take them out of the world, but thou shouldst keep them from the evil. Right, man. That's just going to show you that, hey, nothing that's coming upon this world is good, man. At all. Nothing but evil, wickedness, famine. That's the only thing coming to this world, man. Hey, and it's coming upon everybody, man. But the difference is, are you gonna have that hedge of protection? The hedge of protection over you? The protection of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's what we doing this work for, man. And we had the protection of the Lord. So like it.
And that's going to be the only thing to get us out of this captivity, man, is having that protection, because knowing that the Lord is coming to destroy all those that don't want the refuge of the Lord. This is why we out here. If nobody got nothing, get through the scripture what it said, through the fear of the Lord we persuade men.
Isaiah 59:15.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 59:15, it says, truth faileth,
fear of the Lord we persuade men.
and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him, and that there was no judgment. And just the point being, the man that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, because the scripture go into basically wickedness. Oh no, righteousness is an abomination to the wicked. So you got the people of the world. Just going into what you were saying, bro. The people of the world, they see you as a prey.
Yeah, because you're speaking out against what they're accustomed to. Add to your point, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. You want to touch on it? You can touch on it. It says that put darkness before light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So this world has pretty much taught the righteous how to live a wicked lifestyle, because when you go into the whole purpose of black culture, the black culture is a culture of death, because the word black means death. And so Esau has taught our people how to live a deaf lifestyle. So when we have been walking up to the truth, we try to teach our people the ways of wickedness and tell them, like, look, that's not the way of life. We're trying to teach them the ways of righteousness. Okay, they don't want to accept what we're telling them, because it goes against what they've learned, because they suffer from a heavy dose of Stockholm syndrome, cognitive dissonance, and post-traumatic slave syndrome. All right, all which is pretty much judgment the Lord put upon our people because of their wickedness. But the main reason why they can't accept it, because they don't want to accept the fact that they wronged the Lord, which comes with that humility to know that, look, we fucked up. Everything that's going on in the world is happening because we, being the sons of the Most High, fucked up. We went off. Because when you go into Abraham, the Lord made a promise with Abraham that as long as our seed, Moses, it got passed down to Moses, but started with Abraham, that, if we kept the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord, we'll be blessed. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 through 14 goes into the blessings that's going to happen to our people if we keep the law, statutes, commandments. Get Deuteronomy, I believe it's 19 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. I was confused, but look at 19 and 15. Let me know what that says. But because we made a covenant with the Lord, and the Lord told us, I present before you life and death, man. All right?
Deuteronomy 19 and 15. One witness shall not rise up against many for any iniquity.
That's not it. Look up 30 and 15.
30 and 15.
So I always mix it up.
30 and verse 15. See, I have set before you this day life and good and death and evil.
The Lord said, one more time. Go ahead. This is Yahweh Shemel Shah speaking. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before you this day life and good and death and evil.
The Lord said He set before us this day life and good and death and evil. He's talking to you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And the proof of that, get Psalms 149 and 19. No, 47 and 19. Slightly.
So what did the next one say, bro?
Oh, out of that Deuteronomy.
Okay.
Verse 16. And that I commanded thee this day to love the Lord thy God and walk in his ways and keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest, and to possess it.
No, it was another one. They're basically saying the same thing. It says, I put before thee life and death, choose life. The Lord's
it's later on.
The Lord told us what to do. We need to choose life, because this is not really living. The law, statutes, and commandments. We were programmed to serve the Lord. So that's what's going to be profitable to our souls. This is not profitable. This is not living for us.
Yeah, because like I said, give what I asked for on Psalms 147, 19. Still hold that Deuteronomy though. But like your one was saying, the ways outside of the Lord aren't true ways of living, because the Lord gave us pretty much a decision to it. You either gonna choose life, which is my ways, or choose death, which is anything outside of what I'm telling you to do. But these ways, this proposition was only given unto the Israelites, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's Psalm 147, verse 18. He says, He sendeth out His word and melteth them. He causeth His wind to blow and the waters to flow. He sheweth His word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any nation. So his covenant was always with the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you can understand if you have the Spirit dealing with you, when you sit there and think critically and look at why the world is like it is because the people of God are not doing what the Word of God said to do. Which is when they tell you, who's the main one in the churches? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. In church, what they tell you, and the laws of God, ain't they're not relevant no more. You can do come as you are, which is nothing but a new form way of saying do what thou wilt, which goes back to a satanic fucking practice that was made popular by who? Aleister Crowley, who was known at one point as the wickedest man on earth, man. Who was a known Satanist, who was so wicked he was banned from certain parts of the world. So that philosophy of the ways of God were done away with, were pushed upon you tribes for a reason. That's why when you watch Roots, Kunta Kinte, who was a representation of being an Israelite, had his nationality beat out of him, which is why they call him Toby. You niggas all out here are spiritual Tobys because you don't know who you are. You don't know who your power is. You don't know shit. But what the fuck the white man told you to be, man? You know? Finish it out, bro.
Come on. So Psalm 147 back at verse 19. It says, he sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
No nation outside the nation of Israel has never known the ways of the Lord. And you can tell throughout history of the way when you do research on war history and you look into these other nations and their heritage, you can tell the Spirit of the Lord never dwelt with them heathen. When you go into the history of Jake, you can tell that Jake always had a spiritual connection to the Most High. When you go into the Moors, when you go into the Dark Ages, the different historical feats that Israel did, even when you go into the scriptures. Because a lot of the scriptures that you read about with King David, King Solomon, the prophets, those were all so-called Negro Latino Native Americans. That's our heritage. Because the Lord always dwelt with us, even in our low state. Even now, you got Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, all these different type niggas on a low level. The Spirit of the Lord was with them to make them do what they did because we're a royal people. Okay, the Lord said He made us a Bible Kashah. No, I'm all over the place, but Deuteronomy 7:6, man. All right, still hold the Deuteronomy 30, but the Spirit has always been with our people, man. All right. So the reason why we're in the situation that we're in because we went off, man. Which is why Ron brought out what he brought out in Baruch 4 and 6 earlier, man. All right, because we sinned. All right, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And the Lord said, He made us a special people. That word "special" in the Paleo Hebrew goes back to the word "sagalah," which means a unique or holy people. Which holy means separate, which means we were separated. We was a people that was separated from the rest of the world, which is why our people have a different custom from the rest of the world. That's why our spirit is different from the way the other heathen work. They worship, how they walk, how they act, because the Lord was dealing with us, and He's still dealing with us, even on a low level. Okay, but the main reason why people are finished right now is because they don't know their connection to the Most High. Because as an Israelite, whether they know it or not, we have a connection to the Lord, and they don't know that the connection, what that goes back to. This is why Jake is always searching for the truth in whatever way they find it, whether it be in Christianity, Islam, Egyptology, Nuwabianism, whatever the fuck. But that's not the truth, which is why it's so important why the Lord woke us up, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's Romans 11:7. It says, What then Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. That's what
Yeah, Israel is always looking for the truth, but it said the elect have obtained it. The elect, Lord willing, that be all of us that's out here teaching, preaching on the highways and byways, doing these lessons. We found the truth, but 2/3 ain't found it. This is why they're each and every single thing under the sun, man, thinking they got the truth. You got Jake that want to teach you everything but the true knowledge of the Bible because they think they got it, but only the election has truly found the truth, which is why the Lord tells you, I think that's like 2nd Ezra 8 near the end, he said he's showing his word unto, a few like thee,
2nd Ezra 8 and 61.
Yeah.
The Lord have only showed his word to thee and a few like thee.
That's right. Because we have been blessed with the understanding of the Lord because it starts with we fear the Lord. Through the fear of the Lord, we have understanding and knowledge. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding ain't given unto you unless you fear Yahweh Shem Shai, which 2/3 don't. Which is why they can't understand what's going on now.
Right, man. Because these niggas don't understand that the Lord is our Father, man.
That's right.
That's a blessing, man. Hey, it's a blessing. But hey, man, as our Father, hey, the Lord also gonna put foot in us when we fuck up, man.
That's right.
Hey, just like your dad in the flesh world, man. Hey, he ain't give a damn about what everybody else kids did. He cared about what you did. Real quick, Amos 3:1. Hear this word of the Lord spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities, right? So, hey, man, when Moab and Ammon over eating squids and goddamn pig penises and all that shit, man, hey, they don't get them side effects like Jake get, man.
Right.
Hey, man, you don't see 500-pound Moabites falling off roller coasters and shit, man. Hey, it's only Israel, man. Hey, Israel hitting the ground hard, man. But it's because, hey, the Lord told us, man, hey, we have a standard to keep, man. That we represent His name, man. So we don't have the same liberties as the other nations because we wasn't given unto the same role as these other nations. Really, man, these other nations is put into a servitude role, man. They the servants, man. They're supposed to be looking up to us, man.
That's right.
But because the world's vice versa, that's why this world's so fucked up how it is right now.
That's
but
right.
You got it back, bro.
You said you have on your one?
yeah, just going back to this knowledge, keeping us in the days to come. I got 2 things. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, because we coming up into times where it's the only thing we're going to have, they doing the thing on the left-hand side with the whole famines. It's controlling everything, rationing everything out. So we're going to need the Lord just like we need him now, but more in the times to come. It says, in the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So it all starts with that fear, because we're coming up into times like, this is a little article. It says the fight or flight response, also known as the acute stress response, refers to a physiological reaction that occurs when we are in the presence of something that is mentally or physically terrifying. And then we come into some terrifying times. And if you're familiar with the fight or flight, it makes you lock up, so we come up into those times where people are going to be definitely in situations like that. This is Isaiah 30:6. It says, ask ye and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So it's gonna be, again, everybody gonna be, or people are gonna be in situations where they just locking up and they very fearful, like it was in ancient Egypt.
Yeah, and even in 70 AD, when you go into 70 AD, when Rome, the Edomites seized Jerusalem and pretty much tore the temple down, the abomination of desolation. You had Jake, doing all type of abominable shit to try to survive. Man, they was eating their kids, trying to find out how to survive. They was eating the bark off trees, eating the leather off their shoes, the belts and all that. Because Jake was trying to survive, and that's really the state that Esau is going to put the people in this modern day. This is why they're conditioning you to get used to eating human flesh. This is why they're putting body parts in the meat. having getting used to eating rotten meat, eating fucking chemicals, because these are all the states that they want you to get to, where when they make society so bad, they want you to beg for a control. This is why they have a thing called order ad chaos, which means order out of chaos, the Hegelian dialect. Pressure from above, pressure from below, because they want to create the problem and then come to you with the solution. All right, get Sirach 12, and it's like the last, I think, third or fourth verse, where it says when we should see a verse, he shall meet you or something like that. It's like one of the last three verses.
12, I think 12.
Yep.
You got it?
Okay.
You got it, bro.
It's Sirach 12 and verse. Which one you want?
The one that says you should see a verse.
You see that first?
Yeah.
17.
Go ahead.
It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Yeah, and he's going to undermine you because he's creating this whole scenario to where he's made the earth so bad to where you people are going to seek for a solution, and the solution he's presenting you with is the NWO, this great reset, to where you're going to own nothing and love it, because he wants to make free will to where it's a problem. He's giving you so much free will to where he wants you to think that you made the world like this. You are the reason why this is like this, when it really is him. So when shit gets so bad, he made the problem. Now he's gonna come with the solution, and you people gonna give into it with ease, man. You ain't even gonna question it. When you ain't thinking about why did Esau make the Patriot Act, Agenda 21, Project Megiddo. It's a fucking bill for every single type of resistance whenever he brings this shit, because he wants you to have no rights. So when this shit really happens, you're gonna beg for the thing that he wants, man. Which shows this is all a plot. This is all the plan that he wanted. Go ahead.
And that's why it say that it's gonna be their confusion, because all these bills is coming to pass today. They're gonna use it later on in the future. What Esau like to do is he like to justify himself before he go in and do what he gonna do.
Real quick, that's why that I believe in Texas they got the Sandra Bland Act, where pretty much they can lock your ass up and declare you pretty much crazy, and they ain't gotta give you no trial, man. Damn. They can hold you there for pretty much forever, man. Damn. So I don't know if they got a law like that in North Carolina, but I know for a fact they got that shit down there in Texas, man. And then they slid that right on through there, man. And you niggas got so happy with the symbolism. Yeah, Sandra Bland Act, that's gonna protect black women. No, nigga.
You know. And like I say, it don't take much. What's that in Psalms 10 about the children? He shall
seek to please the poor.
Seek to please the poor, yeah.
Because they're doing these things to try to appease you. They put Joe Biden in office to appease you niggas, and look what happened. This nigga has become the worst president in U.S. history, because he's all about bringing in the new world order, because he's a globalist. Little do you know, when you sit there and really look at the whole Trump versus Biden crusade, Trump actually cared about the welfare of America. He was trying to save America, but you nigga was like, nah, he's racist. So we're gonna choose the lesser of two evils to get the racist out of office, to put a bigger racist in there. And when you look at Joe Biden's past statements, he had you niggas more than Trump did.
Right, Trump was on the boat with Jay-Z. And then, you know what I'm saying? All these rapper niggas, man. Hey, your boy Joey B say, hey, I don't want my kids going in the jungle with you niggas.
And that's on record. You said so?
I'm about to finish this up.
Go ahead.
So, Isaiah 30:3, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Hey, so trusting in Egypt, which is spiritual bondage, is gonna come back to bite you in your ass, because if you decide to go ahead and take the karagma, just like that, the juice, they're not even mandating it no more. So it's gonna come back to bite you in the back.
And to speak on that, without really speaking on it, because I don't want them striking the page, but during this whole Will Smith smacking Chris Rock situation, what ended up coming out alongside the whole Hunter Biden situation was that the I'm gonna say Decepticon, Omni. Y'all know the fucking variant. They said that's killed more people that got the J&J jump shot more than any more. And then on top of that, whenever Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, that had the whole PHIZER, company in the background promoting a cure for Jada Pinkett's baldness disease, man. So this is all, it's all a game, man. It's all a ploy to pretty much get you people lulled to sleep, man. So while here it is, we're going on a week. Niggas still making memes about the slap. Yet this nigga then pulled off all type of different things under the radar. You niggas ain't even privy to it, man. And only way you're really gonna know what's going on if you're keeping, up with the prophets. Because we can't speak how we want to speak because we know Esau clipped the video. But this devil has been making moves beyond the scene, which is why you see the title where it says, man, it's all a stage. It's all staged, man. Like we said earlier, the waters of stage. Esau has literally tried to put himself in the mind of the Most High, man. We'll get let's get Second Thessalonians 2, started through, we'll read down to about 9, and then we'll close it out, man.
All right, quickly.
Go ahead.
So we coming up into the time of the famine of the word. This is 2 Ezra 5 and 9. It says, "And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another." Going into what is it? Well, I'll keep going. It says, "Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber." And we of course coming into those times because they starting to hide information. Like you can't get the RT on YouTube no more. They've been taking down brothers' pages, videos.
They bought DuckDuckGo out. You can't even get the shit like you used to on DuckDuckGo, which is like the main source of information now. Since Google is non-existent no more.
And they also what am I about to say? Oh, the whole thing with they've been blaming that whole cyber thing on Russia. So we coming up into the times where a lot of stuff is going to be going on, and what is going to hide itself. The prophet's not going to be on the highways and byways. They coming up with them different acts to where they criminalizing what we coming out and saying.
Because you're having a lot of talk about them shutting the grid down. If they shut the grid down, that's pretty much going to kill all the communication. That's going to kill all the fucking the electronic movements. So your cell phones, your digital payments, everything is gonna pretty much be shut down if they were to enact an EMP or a grid shutdown, man. So this is all going into killing the word, man. So this is why Esau is trying to put himself up as the Most High, because they're trying to stop prophecy from happening. But at the end of the day, man, you can't stop the word of the Lord, bro. Let's get that Second Thessalonians being closed, bro.
God, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
And we're not deceived, as I mentioned earlier. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We, through the Spirit and power of the Lord, see through the lines, and we see why everything is happening through the Spirit. And if you brothers and sisters are keeping up through the current events that brothers are bringing out in the Spirit, you can see this is all prophecy taking place right now, setting the stage up for the last few prophecies that need to take place, man. Everything is falling in line, man. Go ahead.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that day came. All right, nation of Israel fell away from who they were. All right, only the elect now are acknowledging the fact that we are the Israelites. Okay, and it said that the son of perdition is being revealed, because not only are the prophets revealing Esau, Edom as being the wicked, you have the other nations starting to wake up now, man, which is also prophecy when it goes into how the beast shall hate the whore. All right, you got the other nations waking up to the fact that letting the world know that we don't look at America as the savior of the world no more. They hate America.
What was that? The Elamite, he was like pretty much.
He was blanking.
He was calling America out for.
He was blanking, yo.
What's going on in Europe? the start of the war between Ukraine and Russia. Hey man, that Elamite was going to fuck
Hey,
off.
I did a video that they struck a month or two ago with. I said all fingers point back to the devil, because when you look at all the problems in the world, where they go back to? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom,
Sleazy
motherfucking Eve. What shows you he's the son of perdition, because the son of perdition goes back to the son of destruction.
Hey, well, I tell you in Habakkuk. Matter of fact, you know what? If I may, yeah. If I may, I think like 2:6. You know, because they tell you in Habakkuk, because pretty much when this devil, he can't escape from the doing what the Lord told him he was going to do.
He doing. That's why. Hey, at the end of the day, we can't be mad at this devil.
I'm mad at him.
He doing exactly what he's programmed to do. So we can't be mad at the end of the day. Look at it. He doing, just like the animal. He doing what he's programmed to do. So that shows you the power of the Lord. You can't resist your will.
Jumping straight to Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these start 5? Got you. Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
It's like one more. Go
4?
Yeah, 4.
Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That nigga ain't right, man. He's a devil. Everything that he does is adverse life, man.
Right.
He ain't right.
Hey, and with the exception of you retarded niggas, hey, even Esau catching on that. Yeah, damn, man. My own people selling me out. It was a video where some senator, I think it was a senator in like Florida or Texas, they called his ass. He was going to lunch. And the Edomites like, you traitorous son of a bitch, you sold us out to the elites. Hey, Esau was going, I'm gonna put it in the group chat.
Damn.
But yeah, Esau know, man. Esau know that his leader sold him out, man. You know? But it's only you simple-minded niggas that think, hey man, these people are for you, man. You know? But keep going. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death.
Because this nigga wants to spread his hegemony unto the whole world. Because that's his blessing. When you go back to Genesis 27, he was blessed with the fatness of the earth. So he's trying to rule the whole entire earth. But the thing about it is, man, the Most High got him in the trick bag, because, nigga, you ain't meant to rule the whole earth, you know? So with that being said, everything you're doing is done in vain, all right? You have took the whole earth into subjection for your destruction, because the same way you put the nations in fear by creating a nuclear missile, now all the other nations got nuclear missile capabilities, and they have better nuclear capabilities than you. So when they push that button, nigga, you gonna burn, bro. Go ahead.
They cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Mm-hmm.
Shall not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long, and to him that is laden up himself with thick clay.
And then how long is not much more sooner, because we understand, according to Job, it says the triumph of the wicked is short. So we understand that this devil is at his wit's end. This is why he's rushing to do what he's doing, because the Lord is about to take him out of power. All right? So we just have to endure everything that he's got going on, because the Lord is about to kill this. He's about to put a plug in this shit, man. All right? Get him on that?
Nah, that was it.
All right, we go back to 2 Thessalonians.
Jumping back, 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, starting back at verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or is worshipped, so he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's why he's doing what he's doing, because he wants to be declared as God of the world. All right? He's X'd out Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and declared himself to be God. This is why through his iconoclasm, he's painted himself to be the Most High, to where you have the whole world worshiping him like he's God. Everybody wants to be like him, dress like him, act like him, because he's put himself up to be God, man. But you're a man. You're not the Most High, and the Most High is about to show you ain't nothing but a man. Go ahead.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
The Lord gave Israel a warning, and the elect have taken heed to that warning. Go ahead.
And now ye know that that what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
And that time is now. He's been all the way revealed in every single way possible. To where if you got niggas still believing that this nigga is God, you are a fucking idiot and you're gonna fucking die, man. You know? Go ahead.
And for Salakia. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming.
And he's been consumed through the spirit of his mouth because the prophets are exposing everything. Isaiah 13, Isaiah 47. All right. These different scriptures go into the exposure of Esau Edom, which shows you that we at the end. Because the Lord has made everything plain. And if you can't see it, then the Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? And it says he's going to destroy with the brightness of his coming, because when your house shall return with the host of the angels, all right, they're going to burn America to dust. You know, when them chariots be coming, come back and start zapping these niggas to powder with them, them laser beams, like it shows in Independence Day and War of the Worlds, alongside the nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan.
And that's who he's coming after. The workings of Satan, because the word Satan goes back to the word adversary. It means to be adverse. And what's he adverse to? The ways of righteousness, the ways of life, man. Esau was the harbinger of death. The word harbinger means bringer, which shows you he's the son of perdition, man. So the Lord said he's going to destroy him with the brightness of his coming, man. All right? So Yahushua is coming to bring death to the wicked, man. Go ahead, bro.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
And that's the point, man. He's coming back to bring righteousness in on a grand scale, man. All right? Miracles are going to be shown. Spiritual power are going to be given unto the righteous. And you wicked niggas, heathen, and you devils are going to die a horrible death when Yahweh Shem Yahushua comes back with that judgment, man. So with that, we're going to close this out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua by Shem Kodash. So we can close that by saying, Call Halam like Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us the truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.